Good morning. Welcome to Friday. It's a cold one here in Southwest Florida, though, and Barbara's actually here in the same area as I am. And good morning, Barbara.
Good morning. Yes,
Are,
it's a beautiful day.
are you freezing? What?
No, I was just telling Angel, I am actually coming from Detroit, so no, this is beautiful weather. I love it.
How long have you been in Florida?
What 24 years? So we came in 2001. So
Oh,
yes.
wow. You've been here longer than me. I've only been here like 19, I think now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm still freezing.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I came here for the warmth, and
Right.
I've been in Florida my entire life, but I
Okay.
know what
Okay.
I know what to expect. I'm from Ohio though, so
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I was your neighbor up there, so we were freezing and in the gloom.
Oh yes. Oh
Oh,
yes.
is that why you moved here, Barbara? Why did you move
Actually,
here?
yeah, I came here because of my job. I was working at the bank in 2001, and they asked if I could come down. And at that time, it was Bank One, and they wanted to expand the bank. So, they brought me down to be the regional manager to go out and get more branches, get more people. So, when they called in February, and, in Detroit, it was going to be 5 inches of snow, 32 degrees.
Ugh,
I said, give me a one-way ticket because I'm
yes.
not coming back. So we've been here ever since.
Oh, and I'm so happy for you. Barbara, I just want to tell everybody who you are. You're Barbara Melvin, and banker and book writer. And
Yes.
I'm so proud of you too. This is
Thank
just the
you.
awesomest experience. Let's start from the beginning. So you moved here, and
Yeah.
then what? And then what?
Well, I came here, loved every minute of it. Again, like I said, my banking career, I was in banking for 33 years, and I got laid off in 2023. And after that, my husband and I decided, instead of going to work for one bank, let's work with them all. So, we do credit restoration, loans, we get people bankable, and it has just been a blessing. So, within that time, Rebecca approached me and said, hey, I was writing a book, and she's like, when are you finally going to write this book? I'm going to help you. And that's how the book came about. And it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing.
Okay, so tell me more about the traveling you did to get to where you are right now. I mean, the experience that started it all and when that happened.
Sure, sure. Actually, the experience that happened to even coming up to writing the book, I had a detached retina in 2019, and I was on a lot of boards. I was always running around. I do a lot of stuff in the community, and I just never stopped running. Always busy, busy, busy. So when I had a detached retina for almost a year, it really set me down to where I had to figure out, who am I, what do I want to do, where do I need to go. So traveling, where I was a public speaker, so I was always mentoring, training, coaching, always on the go, never had time for myself. So I believe, in spiritual power, I believe God said, what, it's time for you to sit down and really focus on what you want to do. I was just doing too much. And when I had that almost year off from my job, it really helped me to reflect on who I am, what I want to do, and where I want to go. And that's how the book really got birthed.
So, how did that process for you start? I'm curious because, as a writer, I want to know what you went through to get to where you could do it.
Right. Really, when I'm out there doing my motivational speaking, many people would say to me, what material do you have? And I always said like paper, but I really didn't have a book, really didn't have any marketing material. So one day I was speaking at the Women of Ophthalmology, and one of the ladies that was beside me, she was on Marco, one of the ladies beside me had books, and she sold literally 200 books within I think we had an hour for lunch. All her books were gone. And I said, wow, how do people, know what they want or anything? And she said to me, she said, people really don't care what's in the books when you're at those shows. They just want the author to sign their book. So she sold out. And I was like, man, and she told me, she said, you really need to have a book. You really need to have some marketing material that you can lead, because although we speak, people want to get to know us. Who are you? You know, so when my journey started, I started writing. So for that year that I was off, I really had time to self reflect. Where am I? What do I want to do? Where do I need to be? So starting that book, I really didn't have any idea what to do, how to even write a book. And when I met Rebecca, she was like, look, just talking to your phone, just start writing. Don't worry about putting it in chapters or anything. She said, we can do that later. Just start writing. So a couple years later, she saw me and she's like, how's the book going? How's the book? I'm like, well, I really haven't done much. And she's like, every day, just get up, just write something. And that's what I started doing. Then she helped me to organize the book. So I had the book is like, what's your 5 P's? I wanted it to be more of a motivational, inspirational thing. And she said, people need to get to know you. Who is Barbara Melvin? So I started writing my humble beginnings, starting from the beginning when I was born, raised, leaving Virginia to go to Detroit, and then ended up in Florida. It was a process. What got me here? You know, so I wrote my life story. So basically, you know, this book, can I show it? In the blink of an
Absolutely show the book.
this is it. In the blink of an eye. It's my story. How briefly going blind opened my eyes. You know, and it is really when I read over it, I'm like, wow. I tell people everyone has a story. Just start writing it out.
Yes, they do, because we all got to the place we are with some kind of battle, some
Yeah.
kind of war that you had to win, whether it was inside yourself or battling physically,
Right.
and you were battling both. I can see that because, you lost the ability to be you.
Yes. Yeah.
And it took that year for therapy. Writing was your
Mhm.
therapy, and writing is great therapy, honestly.
Yes. Yes.
But welcome to that world where you know now how you can affect others and help them. I
Yes.
mean, that's just the best. So, okay, so you have a book,
Yes. Yes.
and when did this come out?
It came out September the 21st. We had, you know, our event September 28th. So actually September 21st was being released from like Amazon and all the places where you can get the book. So it's been very exciting. And what I really love about it is I go to the grocery store and people are going, Barbara, I got your book. I got your book. So I
Really? I'm
oh
so happy.
yeah, you know. In fact, it was selling. I looked at Amazon. They're like, "Oh, we have 7 in stock. We have to reorder." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And people that see me, they're like, "Barbara, I got to get your book if they haven't already gotten it." Or they go like, "Barbara, I kept it in my car. You got to autograph it." So it has been
Oh.
wonderful. People have been calling me up asking if I can come to their homes and speak. You know, so we're doing little gatherings and everything. So it is amazing. So this book is what I really wanted, so that when I do my motivational speaking in the book, I actually have like, what are your 5 P's of success? So in the back is actually a training book where you can write down what is yours. Like my first one was like purge. What are you going to purge? And I have 5 spaces on there. What are you going to purge? You know, what's your passion? So it is a motivational book, but it's also a training book. So, you know, I can go out and go into companies and talk about their employees. How can we make their employees better? What can we do to help one another so we all can be in a much better place? That's what I wanted to get with my book. And I think it's been working. You know, people are giving me their 5 P's.
Well, and that's perfect because you gave them something to read and inspire them, and then ask them to do the task.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they can do it right there in the book, and I absolutely love that. And there was something else, at the launch of Rebecca Books, which is where, this book is coming from, and it's available everywhere
Yes,
and
it is.
on Amazon, and she's got, an audiobook. Do you have you Yeah,
Yes, it's coming out. It's coming out. The
it's
audiobook.
on the way,
Yes. Yes.
and at the Rebecca Books grand presentation, basically,
Mhm.
Yeah, you were having a hotel room with your party.
Yes, yes, I invited everybody. It was our anniversary, so it was our 29th year anniversary, just happened to be on September 28th, so it was, like, perfect to where, we left the book launch, and it was a wonderful book launch, I must say, that, the amount of people came out to Barnes& and Noble, it was wonderful to see that. In fact, they even told us that was the largest book launch that they had had in a long time. So
Really? That's so cool.
yeah, so to see that many people come out and support, that was a blessing. And that started everything. So now when I go to Barnes and Noble, I'm like, how many books do you have? Because I'm still buying because people are like, do you have books? Do you have books? And I'm like, they're coming, they're coming. So it's been exciting and humbling because you first think your first book is, oh my goodness, I don't have a name like Sheila Book, so
I got lucky, honey.
yes, you did. Sheila Book, the author. I love it. I love it. Sheila Book write books.
Honey, I had to get married to the wrong guy to acquire that damn name. So, yes, I've come by it very honestly and, you know, I feel and my husband's name is Joe Winner, Winner, and that's really his name.
Joe is a winner.
Yeah,
Joe is a winner.
yeah.
Joe Winner the winner.
Yeah.
I love it. But I think
So,
that, writing a book really did help.
well, I gotta tell you, did you honestly ever in your life think that going through something so awful would bring you this much joy?
Not at all, not at all. But I say this all the time. Everything happens for a reason, and this was what I needed to happen to not only sit me down, but I always tell people your test is your testimony. So this was my testimony, and I was able to put it on paper because I'm speaking all the time, and it's always something bad that happens that normally we take lemons and turn into lemonade. And that's how the world basically is. Even with people now getting laid off, I'm telling them, hey, now it's time for you to go after your passion. You still get, money for at least 6 months or whatever with unemployment. Use your resources to go after your passion. So many people, like myself, it wasn't until I got laid off that I became a true entrepreneur. While I was working in the bank, it's like, oh, this is gravy. But once I got laid off,
Yeah.
I had to go with my passion, and I'm doing much better going after my passion. That's what happened to so many people. They have to lose in order to win.
Well, failure is a win once
Yes,
you realize that, you can fail and come back from it. And a lot of times I feel like we're all just phoenix rising from the ashes and
yes.
finally finding our place on this earth. I mean, I was in broadcasting for 30 years, got kicked out. And now I'm much happier, I tell you. Thank you, Angel. Yeah. I don't have, it was a boys' club, and this is nothing against you, Angel. You know you're not part of it, but the boys' club was horrible where I
Mhm,
worked.
mhm.
In Ohio, it wasn't. I was their sister and they took care of me, but here it was not. It
Yeah,
was really ugly with all these boys just dictating what I was allowed to do and making it so I could not be as big a success as I could have been. But that's
mhm.
fine. I got to be taken away from that and put into this, and this is way
Yep.
better.
Say it.
So, yep, there's
It's
that reason, and I
it's
love it.
No, I do too. It's been a blessing. And like I said, even women, we come together so much to support because, banking is the same way. It was a good old boys club. And in
Yep.
Florida, it was definitely the good old boys club. If you
Yeah.
weren't on the golf course or if you weren't invited into those rooms, it was very hard. I mean, I had to work 3 times as hard than my counterpart. They get the $3 million loan, I get the 300,000. So I have to
Yeah.
work 4 times as hard just to get my goals because I wasn't in the right room. I wasn't
Right.
invited to the rooms.
And I don't wanna be a part of the good old boys club. I'd rather stand up on our own and be able to shine and know that that was one of the hurdles I had to go through and over and that I did it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, I like myself better now than
Me too.
when I had to deal with those people, It
Yes.
it's not It's not a nice feeling to be a woman or a girl in that situation. It's very degrading,
Hmm.
and men would hate that.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, we rock, you know?
Yes, we do. We win, girl. So, how many times has your book been reprinted now? I knew you were, like, the first one to sell out.
Yes, yes. I think this is the second. This is the second reprint of it. So
Oh, yeah. How many books are in each print? Is
I think she was doing between 200 and 250. So it's
okay,
between 200 and 250, and she was sending them all over. So, for Barnes and Noble and Amazon to almost sell out, it's very humbling. It's like, oh my goodness.
I'm so proud of you. You took the lemons to not even just lemonade, you're making margaritas over there, girl. Lemon margaritas,
I
yeah, we'll
love
have to make those, yeah.
it. We'll meet up. We'll meet up together.
Oh, yes, you can come to my house, we'll sit by the pool and sip,
We
yes.
could do that. We could do
Yeah, I think
that.
that's doable. Barbara, thank you so much, and I am so proud of you, lady. I share about all of the girls that have the books out right now, and I am it gives me goosebumps just to sit and know that there is this handful of women that I get to know and hang out with. And when we get together, I'm not really talkative. I just kind of sit and absorb everybody. I'm better at that. And I'm like, these are cool people. So you need a good book with great inspiration and a way to learn. Barbara, what's the name of your book?
In the blink of an eye, how briefly going blind, open
Yeah.
my eyes. Yes.
Yes, and it's available on Amazon. You can go to any bookstore in town. Barnes& and Nobles, I know for sure. Where else? Is there other?
Target, Walmart.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think those are the main places that it was in: Target, Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, and then Amazon.
Oh, I am so oh my gosh, yay. Oh, what a great day, and I'm so happy to have you on the show, and I tell you what, we'll do this again when the next book comes out, so get busy.
Love it. I love it. I'm starting it. I'm starting it.
Are you?
I
Awesome.
I am. Everybody's like, we gotta have book two. So I'm like, okay, this in fact it's so funny because book two was supposed to be book one. So I had sort of already written book two, but I wanted to start in book one so that, like Rebecca said, to get to know me. So now
Yes.
book two is gonna be more like the back, what's your five piece? It's gonna be more motivational and inspirational. So that's what book two would be. So yes, it's coming.
I love that because now you can go to all the places that you're speaking, and you have 2 ways for them to learn about you and learn about what they need to do for themselves. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Exactly. Thank you
You
so much for this opportunity. And I'm so proud of you for sure, Sheila. So keep up the good work.
I if I can just stand upright long enough, we all got this, man. It's coming. We are just gonna be a force to be reckoned with, seriously, and
Yes.
I'm so happy to be part of this. So, you have an amazing day,
Thank
and
you.
I will talk with you soon.
So thank you
Yeah,
so much. Thanks for
you're
having
welcome.
me on. I appreciate it. Bye bye.
Anytime, lady. Bye now.
Bye.